Royal Commissioner is the leader. Royal Commissioner leads a length in front of Speedy Groucho. River Brigade is gaining ground, followed further back in the field, Larch and Keita, and leading hands down towards the inside on the point of the turn. They've got about 500 to go. Royal Commissioner will lead the field to the straight. They're skirting wide again. Out the top of the straight, Royal Commissioner leads. Speedy Groucho's under the whip, followed then by Larch and Keita down towards the centre. And the next one was River Brigade, followed by Leading Hand. But as they race down towards the 200, out very wide, it's Royal Commissioner taken on by Larch and Keita. It's on the outside, Royal Commissioner and Larch and Keita. They're going stride for stride. Royal Commissioner on the outside as well clear though, although Larch and Keita's diving near the line, but Royal Commissioner's too good. Out on the outside fence, Royal Commissioner has beaten Larch and Keita. Third, Speedy Groucho, a long break behind those. River Brigade and the last one across the line, Leading Hand. Royal Commissioner, Rolly Saxton, a winning treble. Number 7, Royal Commissioner, a winning treble to Rolly Saxton, trained by Sammy Vella. Well, Rolly Saxton has certainly found the fast lane here today. He's won his 3 races on the outside fence. Now the time for the race, 1:28.17. 1:28.17. The winner, Royal Commissioner, trained by Sammy Vella. A 5-year-old chestnut gelding by Sadapra out of Hidden Agenda. Number 5 will get second, Larch and Keita, Kevin English. And 8th, third, Speedy Groucho, John Nesbitt. 7:58. Royal Commissioner, now 22 starts. 4 wins, 2 seconds and 6 thirds. Well, as I said, Rolly Saxton, he's worked this track out to a nicety. There's one fast lane, and that is Rolly Saxton's lane. More in a moment. 7:58 official. 7:58 official after race 6.
Race 5 at Caulfield, $4 change of fortune, Grey Alex Matt.
Right, Nick, thanks very much for that. Yes, here at Canberra today, there's not too many visiting riders, I notice. Most of the jockeys involved in this meeting are locals, and we're about to have a chat to another of the locals with a couple of good chances this afternoon, and especially one in particular, Semi Amu, who'll probably start favourite in race 8. He's got other mounts outside of that. I'm talking about Greg Farrer, and he joins me now. How are you, Greg?
Good, thanks, Matt.
Would he be your best mount today, Greg, Semi Amu?
He's probably my best mount, yeah. He's a funny old horse, but, you know, he grows an extra leg in the wet, so it's a big advantage for us.
He has been mixing his form a bit of late, but 2 starts back he ran a pretty handy second. Disappointing last time, but as you say, the wet track's probably going to bring out the best in him.
His run at Canberra 2 starts ago was very good. He missed the start and, you know, he really found the line well. At Kembla Grange, he was caught wide and sort of had a hard run, so I'm sort of just going to dismiss that. You know, we're hoping for a real good run today.
The John Morrissey stable, you couldn't be riding for a better stable. He's not bad here at Canberra, is he?
No, he's very hard to beat at Canberra. He's a very good trainer.
Another good trainer is Gary Kirkup, and you're riding Ballroom Blitz for him in this upcoming race. What do you make of his chances? Yes, he's a gelding.
Yeah, we've had a bit of fun with him. He's won a couple of races. We got him from a trainer in Sydney. Top weight's going to be very hard to beat, Chosen Warrior, and of course Morrissey's horse, but, you know, we think he can run a real nice race.
Another horse that's more than likely to start favourites in the last race today, Euro Dancer. He'll carry the top weight. He's got 58 kilos over 1400. Is that too much weight for him to lug?
I think it's going to be a big test for him, you know, the 1400 with 58, but, you know, I think he's a pretty smart horse, but, you know...
How does he handle the wet?
Oh, he really hasn't been tried. He ran 4th, beating a fairway with Stella Codonte on a wet track, but, you know, he carried the light weight that day, but today's his biggest test, so...
You're based at Canberra. Where were you riding yesterday? Whereabouts in the association were they?
We went to Maria, it's SCRA. I had 3 rides, but I didn't do any good.
Was it pretty wet down there?
It's not a bad track when it gets Maria, because it's a sand-based track, so, you know, a bit of rain sort of hardens it up a bit.
OK, and what about this week?
I got Cowra tomorrow, and that's about it.
Probably Queanbeyan Friday? Or?
In Queanbeyan next Friday, yeah.
OK, all the best. See you later.
Thanks very much.
Greg Farrer with a couple of good chances, certainly Euro Dancer, but as he said, it's a bit of a query with the big weight, so we'll probably make his best bet there. Semi Amu, who's riding for John Morrissey. John, when he spoke to us earlier today, also said that Semi Amu's probably his best chance of training a winner, Nick.
Well done. Thanks very much, Matt. Nice to see Greg again too. Now let's have a look at Wangaratta race 5. They're pretty close to a start. Father's Day Open Handicap. Bit of rain falling there. 350 for Sizzling Sam, 480 for Fatherly Advice. That's probably the topical one for the day as we take it to Wang for race 5.
It's the 5th.
Well, a regular to the Canberra races, especially for a Sunday race meeting, is Win Television's Phil Small, sports presenter of Win TV, and he's with me now. How are you?
Very well, thanks, Matt. Not a bad day, Canberra standards, I suppose.
It's actually not too bad. I was at Musselbrook last week and it was absolutely freezing. I was expecting worse conditions for Canberra, but really this is quite mild. It's quite pleasant.
Well, certainly the crowd's only a small one here today, but I suppose being Father's Day and the fact that it is a little bit overcast have probably kept them away.
Is there a lot of local sport on in the area, Phil, today?
There is actually. We've got an AFL or ACTAFL Grand Final, Aussie Rules Grand Final, which is happening, and a couple other sort of minor finals around town, which probably tends to draw a little bit of the crowd away. But certainly I think you'll find over the next couple of weeks anyway, the crowds really start to roll back to racing.
I know Win Television's always been pretty much involved with racing here at Canberra, but they've recently announced a huge involvement with the club. In fact, they're getting behind some of the club's bigger races.
Yeah, well, we've actually taken up some sponsorship of the major events that are happening throughout the ACT over the next few months anyway. The Canberra Cup meeting along with the Melbourne Cup meeting, also the Black Opal preview on the Black Opal. So our real blue ribbon events, I suppose, as far as the ACT is concerned.
So I bet Melbourne Cup Day's big here.
It is. Melbourne Cup Day is always a huge day at Canberra. It's a great day to get out, and a lot of people take the day off or the afternoon off to get out to the races, and it's always a sensational day.
As you can understand, we're flat out today with races coming left, right and centre. Before you go, leave us with a tip, for today.
Maybe Kerrysdale on the last. Might have something each way on it.
Kerrysdale. OK, all the best, and nice to meet you here at Canberra.
Thanks, Matt.
OK, that's Phil Small, sports presenter for Win TV here at Canberra, and we'll be back with more live from the track fairly soon.
Now let's have a look at the latest market there at Canberra, and in the race coming up, and also at St Arnaud they're moving in. $1.90 for Chosen Warrior, $10 for Ballroom Blitz. Anita, it's $5.60. Love Ecstatic, $14. My Cavalier, $7.90. Ayers Twist at $29. Maid of Odin, $15. And Semi Secret, $13 for race 7 at Canberra due in 5 from now. 1, 2 and 3 there from Tony Campbell, Chosen Warrior, Ballroom Blitz and Anita. OK, let's return now and find out what Mick Heath's got in store for us for this next race. Here's Matt.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. $1.90 for Chosen Warrior. Tony Campbell's not the only person tipping it. We'll see what Mike thinks of Chosen Warrior's chances in the next race. Race 7, Mike.
Yeah, good horse, Chosen Warrior. No doubt about that, Matthew. Look, there's a weight swing here, 5 kilos towards the mare Anita. I do like Anita. She's a Canterbury Park winner, 4 starts back. Good run here a fortnight ago behind Truly Diamonds. Really found the line well. The query is young Glenn Perry. He's only a young apprentice. He has had limited opportunities. But drawn 7, he'll get this mare out wide, and she does handle the wet ground. Certainly can't fault the number 1, Chosen Warrior. He's a very, very smart horse on a Canberra Cup.
We'll come back in a moment, Mike. We'll just go to Wangaratta. Here we go.
Let's Fly and River Lass a little bit slow to go. The others have come out in the line. Mrs. Pretty Cargo Limit lead the ride. On the outside of those, Moles Gap working forward. Let's Fly.
Program's coming up in a few moments. They're heading around to the barrier. Just recapping Michael Heath's late mail. He was keen here on number 3, Anita, at the value to beat Chosen Warrior. About $1.90 on the tote and similar odds in the ring. And Mike's next best, a danger to them, is Love Ecstatic, dropping in grade today. And Mike thinks she looks in terrific order and is ready to run a big race. So he's going 3 to beat 1 and 4 in the next race. Anita with the apprentice on board for John Morrissey from the Strong Stable is the tip. Now here's the market. Chosen Warrior is out to $2.10, a little shorter in the ring. Ballroom Blitz at 12, Anita at $4.10, Love Ecstatic 11, My Cavalier $7.60, 35 Ayers Twist 18, Maid of Odin and Semi Secret there at $13. Now that's for race number 7 at Canberra, which is coming up in 2 minutes. Important news that I probably should have passed on earlier. I clean forgot about it. My Cavalier went around at Maru yesterday. He raced over 1,650 metres in a Class 4 handicap. He carried 57.5 kilos and finished 5th out of 10 runners. Denoldi was the winner of that race. That was at Maruya yesterday. He went over 650, a similar distance today, a little bit less, and they ran the time of 1:43.34. That won't appear in your form guide, obviously, because they were compiled before yesterday, but my Cavalier, who I notice is on about the 3rd or 4th line of betting, did run at Maruya yesterday. By all reports, it wasn't a bad run. So he's, I tell you what, Nick, backing up after yesterday, today, it's a big ask, but obviously his trainer thinks he's pulled up, pretty well.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Thanks, Matt. Well done. Now let's have a look at the dividends out of Chuka on race 5. Matt with the winner. 7.10, $1.
16:30 metres the journey. And we have another Sunday meeting today fortnight, the 21st. Now, Chosen Warrior, the favourite, about to move along. Ballroom Blitz out of line, Love Ecstatic, Anita, Semi Secret. Now, Maid of Odin hasn't gone in. The rider has dismounted. Maid of Odin's rider, John Nesbitt. This is the 16:30 metre start. Previous race today taken out by Royal Commissioner, who beat Larch and Keita and Speedy Groucho. Another reminder, next Friday, tab meeting at the Queanbeyan, 9 races. Joe Curran, the general manager. Nominations closed tomorrow for Queanbeyan this coming Friday. Love Ecstatic goes up. But Mate of Odin still giving trouble. Now Anita goes in, Semi-Secret about to move up. And that will leave Mate of Odin. Royal Warrior's gone up. Chosen Warrior's gone up. Royal Warrior's in a later race. Now Chosen Warrior stands well. Just waiting on Mate of Odin to move in. This race, 1630 metres. Yes, Chosen Warrior, one of our top prospects in the Canberra Cup, 5 weeks away from today. We've got a lot of local interest in the Canberra Cup this year. John Morrissey's got Here's the Prince, and probably Anita, who's racing in this one. And he's got another galloper, Prince Magic Eye. Frank Cleary has Farzak set for the Cup. Peter Staunton has this one, Chosen Warrior. So, and of course, don't forget Kingston Shores, who won well at Rose Hill. Its last start, so a good, strong local representation in this year's Qantas Canberra Cup, 5 weeks away from today. Now, still waiting on Mate of Odin to move along. Not having much luck with Mate of Odin. The rider's out of the saddle. Goes in now. Arriving at the start, Caulfield. Mate of Odin goes up. So Sept race 7, the Summer Nets Car Festival Class 6. Just waiting on that light to go on. Chosen Warrior's the favourite. 1630 metres the journey. Now they're set. Lights on. And away they go, a good level start, and getting away well was Ayers Twist. Now Love Ecstatic drives up along the inside, Anita's third, followed by Chosen Warrior. Then Semi-Secret, My Cavalier, followed by Mate of Odin, and Ballroom Blitz is on the outside. Little speed on as they settle down and race down the back. Love Ecstatic under a good rein as the leader. Anita moved up on the outside to get within the neck of the leader, followed then by Ayers Twist easing to third. Chosen Warrior settling down well on the inside of Semi-Secret. A break of about 2 behind those Ballroom Blitz, followed by Mate of Odin, and back towards the tail of the field, My Cavalier. In the back straight as they race past the 1,000 metre mark, little change in the order. Love Ecstatic just leads Anita, going well on the outside second. A break of about 3, then Ayers Twist going well on the rails fourth was Chosen Warrior as they leave the back and commence the run down the side. Semi-Secret's next, followed further back to Ballroom Blitz on the outside. Mate of Odin's on the rails, and about 3 then My Cavalier at the tail of the field. Down the side they've got about 750 to go, and Anita on the outsiders just shading Love Ecstatic. Now coming into the picture there fairly well was Ayers Twist, followed further back in the field. Chosen Warrior starting a run, and the next one was Semi-Secret. Further back in the field, Ballroom Blitz, and back behind those towards the turn, Mate of Odin, and My Cavalier is last of all, but around the turn, and they're starting their runs now. Love Ecstatic just in front. Anita's there, followed by Ayers Twist. Going very wide was Ballroom Blitz, sticking to the inside. Their Chosen Warrior, followed by Mate of Odin, but they're all going to the outside fence. They've got about 350 to go. Out very wide, Ballroom Blitz raced up now. Anita's there, and here's Chosen Warrior. Chosen Warrior burst through the pack to hit the lead. Battling on out very wide was Ballroom Blitz, followed by Mate of Odin. But look at Chosen Warrior racing away for a very good win indeed. Ease down on the line. Chosen Warrior romps in. Now Anita may have got second, close for third. Ballroom Blitz or My Cavalier close up behind those. Then Mate of Odin, followed further back then Love Ecstatic, Ayers Twist, and Semi-Secret last. Oh, pretty good, too good, Chosen Warrior.
Yeah, Chosen Warrior, too good, $1.90, $1.50, $1 for Anita. We'll get third in just a second there. It's a photo. Now, race 6 in Melbourne, over 1,100 metres for the 3-year-old fillies. Horses that will 1 Metropolitan win, 8.30 for Spot of Magic here. This is the Super Vobis qualified horse. A big Chosen Warrior, Anita and Ballroom Blitz. Winner there paying $1.90 and $1.50. Second home, number 3, Anita at $1 neat, and Ballroom Blitz at $3.30. The Quinella there at $3.30, and the trifecta $25.50 on race 7. Still 2 to go at Canberra. Now Caulfield dividends, and the winner there was Brook Road at 20.
Thanks for that, Nick. Runners are at the barrier for the main open handicap of the day. It is the Coca-Cola Amateur handicap. We'll get straight into it, Mike, because they are at the barriers. How do you see them?
Like number 5, Semi Moo here, Matthew. Disappointing at Kembla Grange last start, big duck egg there, but that was in a very good form race. 2 starts back, good second here at Canberra. The 1,400 metre trip looks ideal. The wet track's a plus, and Greg Farrah, drawn 7, he'll be able to skirt wide, and that's the pattern of racing here today. Hardest to beat, number 6, Kerrysdale, certainly. This 7-year-old's in great form. No luck at Canterbury Park last start, 3 starts back, a good winner here. The 1,400 metre trip, and on pace runner, that'll suit it. And number 8, Royal Warrior, does look well, and good run at Queanbeyan. Looking at the board here, we've got the tote prices. Semi Moo is 13 to 4 the tote, a lot shorter on course with the bookmakers, as is Kerrysdale, 4 to 1 the tote, a lot shorter on course with the bookmakers. Has been a good sprinkling of support for number 8, Royal Warrior, but that about sums up the betting in race 8.
Plenty of chances, eh?
Plenty of chances, good for the multiple players.
OK, thanks for that, Mike, and we'll hand it back to you, Nick, because they're about to move in for race 8, the open of the day at Canberra.
OK, well done. Thanks to Mike and also Matthew there at Canberra. Race 8 comes up in just a moment. Number 1 is scratching along with 2. 450 short sheeted, 840 for Milton Magic, 420 Semi Amu, Kerrysdale at 380, Quick Hands 590 and $6 Royal Warrior. Race 8 at Canberra. Now, race 7, Lord Loxley at Caulfield, $11. Carla's Voice, $7.50. Royalty Galore at $3.70. Namur at 10. Regal Ronnie, $6.70. Thatchway, 10. True and Easy at $7.10. Bowenvale, 26. He's in Control, 15. Davenport Trist at 36. And 46 All Heart. Volton 8, $18 for the 7th at Caulfield. And the selections from John in race 7, 3, 2 and 6. And Royalty Galore for Stephen King is the late mail from Rod. Moving in well at Canberra, so let's take you there for the main race of the day there at Canberra. The 8th event, which is the Coca-Cola Amateur Open. And once again, here's Tony.
One following this, of course. Now just waiting on Semi Amu. Just another reminder about Queanbeyan next Friday. Noms close Monday with Joe Hines, the secretary manager. 9 races at Queanbeyan this coming Friday. And Noms close tomorrow with Joe Hines. Now Semi Amu goes up. No, balked at the gate again. Kerrysdale stands up, Royal Warrior. Another reminder about the big Qantas Canberra Cup 5 weeks from today. That is Sunday, October 12. We're just waiting on Semi Amu, almost in. Is in now, the line is set. Quick Hands, Kerrysdale, Semi Amu, short cheated. Now the line is set. Just waiting on that light. Starter not quite happy, has a final look over the line. A small field, but a very interesting race indeed. Still not happy. Might be Semi Amu leaning back on the gate. Starter still looking. I'm not too sure what he's looking at over there, but... Now there's the light. Race 8. And away they go. Oh, Semi Amu bungled the start. Is a long last when they hit the ground. Short cheated and Kerrysdale got the best of it. In behind those Quick Hands, followed then by Milton Magic. A break of about 2.5 behind those Royal Warrior. And about 7 or 8 lengths, Semi Amu is at the tail of the field. On settling down as they race inside the 1,000 metre mark. And keen to go a little bit faster. Short cheated, has the mouth opened. There's a length in front of Quick Hands, followed by Kerrysdale on the outside. Now Milton Magic gets up along the inside of that pair. A break of about 4 behind those Royal Warrior second last, and a similar margin then Semi Amu at the tail of the field as they leave the back and race down the side. 750 metres out, and short cheated, it allows its own way out in front, leads a length and a half in front of Milton Magic, followed then by Kerrysdale, who's gaining ground between those Quick Hands. A further break in the field, starting a run was Royal Warrior, gaining good ground, and still about 4 or 5 Semi Amu last of all as they race up towards the turn. They've got about 500 to go. They're starting their runs out very wide. Kerrysdale raced up and hit the lead. Short cheated sticking to the inside in between those Quick Hands, and further back behind those Royal Warrior, followed by Semi Amu. But as they race in with about 350 to go, out very wide the leader was Kerrysdale. Royal Warrior tries hard, followed by Quick Hands, and closer down towards the inside, short cheated. It's Kerrysdale taken on by Royal Warrior. Royal Warrior raced up, hit the lead. Kerrysdale battling on, but Royal Warrior races away near the line, and Royal Warrior's too good. Royal Warrior a length over Kerrysdale. Now close for third, Quick Hands or Semi Amu, who made up ground, then short sheeted, and a long last was Milton Magic. Royal Warrior.
Yeah, Royal Warrior, the winner there at $5.70, and for the place $3.60. Kerrysdale has run second, and third, it's a photo there. We'll check that for you in just a moment. But Royal Warrior, the winner of the Open there, and a couple of good fourths at its last start. Put the writing on the wall with its last start, fourth, and getting home today in race number 8, the main race there at Canberra. Royal Warrior, of course, trained by Frank Cleary. He's a pretty good horse too, you know. He's had some very, very good wins. $40,000 odd in prize money he's already won. Now, race 7, number 1, Scandalous Dreams, Vale and Rust.
Part of Sydney, a very leafy area, Castle Hill, and good afternoon to all of our viewers. We're coming up towards the last race here at Canberra on what's been a big day of racing, Sunday racing, and they're, well, that's certainly not uncommon at the Canberra Racecourse. They were the first in Australia to initiate Sunday racing. They've got their big Canberra Cup meeting coming up in 5 Sundays' time, to the day in fact. Anyway, we've got Jamie Whitney joining us now. He's got a mount in the last race, a horse that should be pretty fair odds, and he's with me to tell us all about it. How are you, Jamie?
Good, thanks, Matt.
San Reno's the horse number 10 in the race. He's, look at his form, 15 out of 15 at Kembla Grange. That was in June. He had a bit of a let-up. 6 out of 8 at Canberra, 6 out of 10 at Canberra last start. Admittedly, that was a Class 4 and today's a Class 1. Is he a chance on that mediocre form?
Yeah, I think he's a chance. You know, he comes back in class, and he's stepping up in distance a little bit.
His record on the wet's not too good either to recommend. 3 starts and no go. You've been out there today. How is the track? Is it really bad?
Yeah, the track's wet, so probably wetter on the inside. But if you can get out a little bit wider, it's not too bad out there.
Have to rate him. Sounds like you'd rate him an each way chance, perhaps.
Yeah, I think he's an each way chance.
Jamie, the last Monday meeting they had here at Canberra about 2 weeks ago, it was a Sunday. You took a fall that to most TV viewers around Australia looked pretty nasty. How did you come through that?
Yeah, probably better than it looked. I only sort of had bruising of the lower back, so it's not too bad. No broken bones.
What happened? Did your mount clip the heels of one in front, or how did you come down?
Yeah, just coming into the straight, it just didn't make the turn real well, and just shifted out a horse and got on one's heels.
How was the horse?
No, okay, I think. Better than I was anyway.
What, a bit bruised and battered you were? But
yeah.
No broken bones?
No broken bones, no.
That's good news. Actually, in the racing conference, the Australian Principal Clubs Racing Conference, one of the issues was jockeys wearing safety vests. Do you ever wear a safety vest out there?
No.
No, you never have?
No. Never have, no.
Would you take it into account if they gave a weight allowance?
Oh, yeah, I think so. They'd have to give a weight allowance for sure.
Well, that's the thing I think it comes down to. It's that extra weight, isn't it? What's your minimum?
Oh, I can ride 53, but that's about my minimum.
All right, well, you're riding 53 on San Reno. All the best with him.
Okay, then, thank you.
Hope it goes well. Jamie Whitney, who's on San Reno, won maybe at each way odds for you, Nick, in the last race.
Good on you. Thanks, Matt. Good rider too, Jamie Whitney. Thanks for that. All right, now let's have a look at Wangaratta. They're pretty close to a start. Let's take it there. Here's Brian as correct weight. Let's take it back to Matthew, and here he is once again at Canberra.
Righto, thanks for that, Nick. They're at the barrier for this next race, but time for a quick chat with the chairman of the ACT Racing Club who do conduct racing here at Canberra. That is Roger Norton. Roger, thanks for having us here today at Canberra.
Been a great day's racing, Matthew.
Sunday racing's very popular with Canberra, with the ACT Racing Club, isn't it? In fact, it really does go back a long way.
It started here all those years ago, and we've been a continuing part of the exposure through Sky Channel, and we hope to be in the future.
Well, Roger, your 2 big meetings here of the year, the main 2, the Black Opal Stakes and the Canberra Cup, are both on a Sunday, so it's obviously been a recipe for success.
It's been a great success to date, and we're hoping that in the years to come it will continue to be so.
Roger, the Canberra Cup's 5 weeks away today. How are preparations coming along for this year's Cup?
Excellent, Matthew. We've had 264 points of rain during the week, and the track will be in great order.
Well, I guess that's one of the reasons the rail's been at 11 metres today, so the track can be in top order for the Cup.
It'll be a super day. We have nominations from the leading stables, Go Waterhouse, the Denham stable, Cummings, and also Lee Friedman, so it's sure to be a high-quality field. The move to 2,000 metres has been a great success.
What's the race worth these days, the Canberra Cup?
In excess of 100,000, and the unplaced horses all receive 1,000, so we're expecting a top-class field.
That's the reason you get the good horses. I remember Superimpose came here a couple of years ago and won your Cup, and there's been other good ones too.
It was a big day, and Rheingold won 2 of them, and all the supporting races have over 11,000 in prize money, so we're expecting a tip-top day.
That'll be terrific. We've got to go. They're moving in here at Canberra. I know you want to watch this race, so I'll let you go. Thanks again for having us.
Euro Dancer.
Euro Dancer. OK, Euro Dancer's the tip. That's the late mail. It's pretty late because they're just about ready to go. Back to you, Nick.
Yeah, how late can you get? That's a beauty, isn't it? Euro Dancer. We better hurry. We're going to get on there. Top weight in the last at Canberra. Righto, there's Caulfield. Buffer's Pride 520, 21 for our quintet. Magneto 368, 30 No Need. 23 Real Zeal, Unishack 480, 13 Braving Danger, Nightmare Video 31, Lycaroo at 12, and 18 for Mercatus and Strope at $18 for Race 8 Caulfield. Okay, the selections from John are 3, 6 and 1 there. Magneto from Unishack and Booper's Pride. Race 9 at Canberra, the Rare Spares Class 1. Euro Dancer's $2.40, probably not bad value really. In New South Wales it's $1. and now it's at $2 neat. So even money you're taking on the last. Good luck if you're on. Here's Tony.
Thanks, Nick. Now waiting on Must and Hale to move along. Goldport at Atticus Finch. Just another reminder, we have another TAB meeting today fortnight. Sunday, September 21 is the next meeting here at Canberra, and of course 5 weeks today, Sunday, October 12, the Qantas Canberra Cup. Now the line is almost set, waiting on Goldport. The race over 1,400 metres. Another reminder about Queanbeyan Friday, Sky meeting, covered by the New South Wales TAB, 2KY of course. And Noms closed tomorrow with Joe Hines. They're just waiting on Goldport to move along. The favourite is Euro Dancer. The top weight, the favourite, Greg Farrer, the rider. Now Goldport goes up. So the line is set. They're under starters orders now. This is the last of the day. 1,400 metres the journey. Just waiting on that light. There's the light. They're set now. And away they go, a good level start. Atticus Finch got out very quickly from the stalls. Eurodancer's prominent, so too is San Reno. Loose Lady is driving through. Rough Order's dropping back a bit further back behind those in the field. September Mist and Goldport is back second last. It's a keenly contested race as they race towards the 1,000 metre mark. It's Loose Lady down towards the inside, just in front. Atticus Finch out wide. Between runners, San Reno easing back a bit. Wide Opera getting a beautiful run up on the inside. Eurodancer's going well. In behind those, Must and Hale followed further back then Goldport. September Mist is losing a bit of ground, followed by Stormy Dealer, and two off Rough Order at the tail of the field. Racing down the side, 750 out, Loose Lady leads out, 3 wide Atticus Finch. Between runners, the favourite is going well, Eurodancer. A break of about 2 behind those, Must and Hale, followed by Wide Opera. Then San Reno, a break to Goldport being ridden along. A further break behind those, September Mist, followed then by Rough Order and Stormy Dealer last of all. But around the turn in the last, they've got about 450 to go. And here they go wide, it's Loose Lady, taken on by Eurodancer going up quickly. In behind those then Atticus Finch closer down towards the inside, Must and Hale, then Wide Opera followed by Goldport gaining a bit of ground. Well on the straight with about 300 to go. Out very wide it's Eurodancer. Now coming quickly Must and Hale down the centre and closer down towards the inside was Goldport. It appears to be Must and Hale, Goldport. Eurodancer's out very wide. It's Goldport, Must and Hale in front and Must and Hale by about a neck over Goldport. Eurodancer couldn't go on, finished third. Then September Mist followed by Atticus Finch. Then Rough Order followed by San Reno. Well back Loose Lady followed by Stormy Dealer. And the last one home, Wide Opera.
You go, Must and Hale, the winner there at $47.70 and $8.10. So that's a nice smack in the eye for those that took on Eurodancer. Goldport second, Eurodancer has run third there. 50 to 1 shot winning the last at Canberra. Correct weight at... I hope you've been able to back a few winners or two along the way. Just to wrap things up, let's return there on track. Here's Matthew Browning.
Yes, Nick, I think the bookies might have got that last result here today, though, although the punters, I think, have had a pretty fair day with the exception of 1 or 2 results. It's been a good day. The Chief Executive of the ACT Racing Club, Damien Foley, is with me to just tidy up a few loose ends regarding this meeting today. Damien, how are you enjoying the new position as Chief Executive?
I'm enjoying it. Yeah, it's a big challenge at the moment. It's we're heading into our busiest time of the year, so there's plenty happening, but I'm enjoying it, yeah.
Well, the Canberra Cup certainly makes it the busiest time of year, taking nominations and from some of the leading stables in Australia. How many meetings before the actual Cup meeting?
There's 2 more after today. We race in a fortnight and then again on Epsom Day.
Anything notable or important on those 2 meetings?
The next meeting coming is probably the most notable. It's Miss Australia entrants from Canberra are going to all be out here raising funds. It's a very popular meeting each year, as you'd expect, and we expect a big crowd, yeah.
Damien, you've got Qantas as the sponsor of the Cup. They seem to be a very loyal organisation to the ACT Racing Club.
Yeah, they're great supporters, Matt. It's the Canberra Cup is what it is today, basically because of their support, really, and I can't speak highly enough of the support that Qantas give us.
Just finally, how would the club find a race meeting like today? A fairly cool day, Father's Day, 6 or 7 other race meetings on around Australia. How have things been from your point of view?
They've been okay. The weather, once again, was against us, and we had a lot of promotions on today, which probably brought more of the family-type crowd out. Not a lot of big punters, but the crowd was okay. The racing was very good.
We'll come back in just a moment, Damien. They're about to go at Caloundra. Let's go to Alan Thomas.
Thanks, Matt. Thank you. All set.
Racing at Canberra is fast coming to an end with the Chief Executive, Damien Foley. Damien, just quickly before you go, the Black Opal Stakes celebrated 25 years this year, a very prestigious race. 26 next year. I tell you what, you just need that elusive Golden Slipper winner to really give it a boost, don't you? And you've come close, mighty close.
Yeah, that's right. I think in the last 12 years there's been 6 horses who have won the Black Opal and then gone and run second in the Slipper, so...
I remember St Covert. I was here the day St Covert won the Black Opal, second in the Slipper, beaten a short half head by Dan Zero.
Yeah, Clean O'Sullivan was another.
Comley Girl.
Yeah, that's right.
Paint.
Yeah.
Gee, there has been a few, hasn't there?
Yeah.
There's been plenty. I tell you what, maybe next year they'll go one better.
Yeah, well, the noms this year are up drastically from last year.